Hey, it's Joey for Digital DJ Tips. Right now, taking a look at WeDJ. It's Pioneer DJ's own iOS app that gives you a digital DJing experience on the go. You install the software on your iPhone or your iPad, and you can use the touchscreen to mix with the software. Or if you want tactile hands-on control, you can hook up the DDJ WeGo 4 or DDJ WeGo 3 controllers, also by Pioneer DJ. So in this video, we're going to do two things. First off, I'm going to give you a quick features overview of WeDJ, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the software. Let's get started. WeDJ is Pioneer DJ's iOS app that's meant to offer a streamlined, easy-to-use, portable digital DJing experience. It's only got 2 channels and a clutter-free interface that displays a minimum of controls. There are transport buttons, slip and sync controls, and waveform displays for both decks. Plus, you can adjust the deck view from showing platter album art to parallel waveforms to vertical waveforms. Casual users and those who want to dabble in DJing at house parties will find this to be enough for their needs, and the sheer simplicity of mixing songs one after another this way is the strength of this app. For those who want more, however, WeDJ offers extra features, but to access them you've got to call up another menu, and this is where it gets a bit clunky. Having to navigate to the mixer panel just to adjust EQ and volume, for instance, takes a split second longer compared to having some of those controls in the main interface. The same goes for adding and triggering hotkeys and effects. It can get a bit cramped when on a smaller display like an iPhone. You can also use WeDJ with the DDJ WeGo 4 or WeGo 3 controllers for hands-on control of the software. The integration is tight, response is smooth, and it was an enjoyable experience overall. Of course, if you've got either of the 2 WeGo controllers, you should also consider using Rekordbox DJ, which is Pioneer DJ's full-on laptop DJing solution. If you want to go beyond sync mixing or beat matching, or if you've got a huge library of music on your laptop, you may want to go with Rekordbox DJ instead of WeDJ. But for casual users and the occasional house party, or if you just want to mix while you're having coffee, WeDJ gets the job done. It's also worth noting that WeDJ pulls music from your phone or tablet's music library, which you add to via transfer from iTunes or by purchasing music using the iTunes Store app. If you're a Rekordbox user, it won't pull music from your Rekordbox library, and at the moment there is no way to sync your Rekordbox library with WeDJ. Alright, so what are my thoughts on WeDJ? Well, it does everything it says on the tin. It's simple, it's easy to use, and it's a whole lot of fun. Casual DJs and weekend warriors will have no problem picking up the software and getting started mixing straight away. That makes it perfect for house parties, small get-togethers, or if you just want to kill time during your commute, or you're having a cup of coffee and you want to hear how 2 songs sound like when they're blended together. WeDJ is perfect for that. Features that I liked about the software include the customizable deck displays. You can switch from seeing the platter stroke album art to seeing stacked parallel waveforms to seeing vertical waveforms. I think that's really cool. I also like the combo effects and the pad effects, as well as the sampler, because while it may not be life-changing, it's still kind of fun to drop in DJ idents and shoutouts every once in a while you're mixing. Now, there are 2 things that I didn't like about WeDJ. First off, I thought that if you wanted to go past basic beat matching or sync mixing, if you wanted to access the more intermediate features, you had to go through menus in order to access the features panel. So sometimes stuff that is basic when you're using a digital DJ controller, such as hotkeys, EQs, and even the volume fader, those all get relegated to a menu page. And what happens is you have to access that menu panel, and it just takes a split second longer doing it as opposed to just having everything in the main screen. Although I do understand that if Pioneer added all of those controls to the main screen, it would really cramp up the main interface, which would not be a good thing, especially if you're mixing on a smaller device, such as an iPhone instead of an iPhone Plus. Well, I'm just not a fan of having to go through pages and menus in order to access extra features. So that's one gripe. My second one is that, well, it just doesn't really do anything revolutionary. It doesn't add anything new to the iOS DJing table. If you've been DJing on iOS for a while now, you've probably used other software such as DJ Pro or DJ2 from Algorithm, or Mixed Vibes Cross DJ, or even DJ Player. Now, these apps have been around for a while, and you're able to do everything that WeDJ can do on all of these apps. Plus, these other apps have a little bit something extra. For example, DJ Pro lets you stream music from Spotify, and Mixed Vibes Cross DJ lets you stream tunes from SoundCloud. Now, it would have been cool if WeDJ allowed you to stream music via Pulse Locker, because Pioneer DJ just added Pulse Locker integration with Rekordbox DJ. But at the time of this filming, we still don't have that. So I would like to see that innovation come on for WeDJ. Although, to be fair, this is pretty much a version 1.0 of the software, so I think it's pretty safe to assume that those innovations from Pioneer DJ are forthcoming, hopefully sooner rather than later, because at the moment, WeDJ just doesn't do anything special for iOS. So that's it for my talk-through video of WeDJ from Pioneer DJ. I've got a full review of it over at the Digital DJ Tips website. The link is in the description box below. Hit the thumbs up icon if you like this video, and hit that subscriber button if you are not a subscriber yet. My name is Joey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.